What's up, y'all? We're back, man. We're here on the job report. We're back. I want to talk about some of my favorite matches in my EFED career and some matches my favorite EFED in general that I saw during my times. You know, from JTV to PWG, XGW, RVS. Let's talk about it. First of all, I want to say Kevin Impact. Let me mention that man, because that man right there is probably one of my favorite matches my whole entire career. Was me, him, Hell in a Cell for the heavyweight title. Why is that my favorite? Because that match put my career skyrocket in EFEDs. You know, I want to say this because this EFED world is a whole different playground. It really is. And a lot of people don't know that. But I'm about to put some folks on the map. Now, why is that my favorite again? Like I said, it's skyrocketing my career in JTV. Higher than it's ever been. Why I say that? Because it's one of my favorite matches. I give Kevin Impact a lot of praise, brother. A lot of it, because that man put me on top. He put me on top of the mountain. He gave me he put that strap on my shoulder and said, VIP, John, JB, we need you for being world heavyweight champion in JTV. And that is what happened. That is what happened. After a decade of fighting and grinding for that title, I finally grasped the golden ring. The golden ring of a lifetime, and that was the heavyweight title. Him back and I, we went back to back. He hit me on cover flag impacts. No lie. VIP was looking steady. I hit him with a V kick. Pow! Man, that man gave me the fight of my life. I thought it was going to be a stalemate because it was so damn good. Man, it was an incredible match. I couldn't ask for a better match. In my lifetime, my career was against that man. And Kevin Impact, I want to say thank you again, man, for giving me one hell of a match. The match ended with the steel steps across his forehead. After a B kick, the V driver, we call it now, in JTV, I ended his head with the steel steps. That's why I laid him out. That match was forever. I don't know how long, how many hours, I forgot. Kevin Impact would tell me how many hours when he sees this come up live on the comments. He will see this video. He'd be like, okay, man, JB's putting me really giving me my shine. So I want to say, yeah, that was a great match in my career. Still one of my favorites. So my flowers to you, Mr. Impact. I went on after that with that world title and just had to put in a ladder match again. You get a chance to really do. I really hope one day I have my justice of having a rematch for that title. So next up for my career, what do we have on my favorite matches? I want to talk about one of my favorite JTV matches that I saw. And man, this is right here was probably one of the favorites, I would say, if I can think. It was actually one of Shin's. Shinden versus Kevin Impact was one of my favorite matches, probably, that I saw. And Shinden actually beat Kevin Impact last time I remember. That was a great match. I thought both men had back and forth hits. And Shin, man, I gotta say to you, man, brother, you are one hell of an opponent. I faced this man before. I know what it's like to face him. He's such a true competitor in the ring. He reminds me of a Drew McIntyre, really. The way he wrestles and everything. Great competitor. Great person, great guy in the ring. This is a nice thing I'm going to say about Shinden. But yeah, Mex. I want to talk. Actually, one of my other favorite matches. I'm going to put this as number 2, 3 of one of mine. Shinden versus VIP. I'll tell you why. Because I was ready to make a scene, and beat his undefeated streak. Because I was doing whatever I could to end his undefeated streak, and I wound up doing that. And when I ended it, well, actually, I didn't wind up ending his streak. Sorry, I'm thinking about another streak I ended. I didn't get a chance to really end his streak. I'll tell you, man, I wish I did. Probably would have given me another world title shot. Shinden, I want to say, man, you was a very, very great opponent of mine. Love having matches with you, man. I hope one day we have another singles match. We will be BKS brothers. I learned a lot from him from BKS. And I got to say, man, I'm looking forward what's down the road for me and you. Maybe one day we'll mix it up. Maybe one day I'll fight you for that heavyweight title. Maybe I'll beat you for it. Never know what VIP is going to do. So, next up, I want to talk about, I guess, some matches that I had in PWG. It's a non-creative character, of course. I want to talk about, man, one of my favorite matches right here. John Cena versus AJ Styles. I talk about this one a lot. Why? I talk about this one because Color, I give him his flowers every day. Like I give Jay's. Color put me over for the heavyweight title. I don't think I know too many people did that in my indie fans, really. Want to put you over. Some people don't even want to put you over. They just want to take the belt and keep going. But what Color did, he put me over for the heavyweight title. We had the biggest, best match of all time in PWG. Is when the league kind of launched. He was one of my first feuds I ever had. Really, for a big title. And was for the PWG title. We fought, and man, that match was glory. It was great. But when I hit him with the AA for the win, brother, I want to say Color, man. That match between him and I, John Cena, AJ Styles, is still talked about for days and days. And I'll talk about it every time. Because, man, we fought. We killed each other almost. Almost want to break each other, really. I want to say, man, Color, man, if you're live watching this video, man, you gave me one of the best matches of all time in PWG. We fought. Damn, man. I thought I was never going to beat your ass. There was a time where I'm like, I'm kick out. 1, 2. Here I am bringing out Super Jaw. When Super Jaw comes out, it's like me and Super Mo and Turbo Mo, kind of like Cena. When he goes Super Cena, he kicks out. He kicking out, kicking out, and kicking out, and kicking out, kicking out. That's what I done. I kept kicking out. And I finally won that World Heavyweight title from PWG. PWG champion, I took that title, took that strap at Cena, and I made RPs out of it. Some different promos. See me. But, as I said, I got a bunch of favorite matches I like to talk about in my Ipe career. They're my favorites. And that one is one of them at number 4, really. Number 3 or number 4. That was one of my favorite ones. But now, next up, I want to talk about another favorite match of mine. And that is with my brother, my amigo, my friend, Incognito. Incog, me and you don't have some incredible matches. But I feel like the best match we ever had would probably be Roman Reigns versus Stephen Ace. That was an RVS. That was a great match, man. Me and you fought. we almost dead, like me and Color almost dead now want to kill each other, and I kicked your ass on, you kicked my ass on, but at the end of the day, Roman Reigns walked out the winner against Stephen Ace. But that match was so great. It was about who was better, who could be the better opponent, and who can outshine the other one. All it took was one spear, and Roman Reigns took the win. Ja Reigns, I like to call it now. Man, but that match will always be one of my other favorites in RVS that I got a chance to do. I wish I had that one on recording on a tape or something so everybody can see these. Because that match was one of my favorites, and I loved it. Can't get it no better than that. Next up, let's talk about some more stuff in JTV. I want to talk about more matches I had there and the guys that I fought. You know, let's talk about me versus Lowrider for a quick second. That's like my top 5 right there with Low. Low really, damn bad man. I can't stand his ass, but we learn how to respect each other, be nice to each other sometimes. But Lowrider, man, we fought each other, and I think it was for the total title really. And that's probably one of the best matches we had was for that total championship. Of course, I won, but every time me and Lowrider fought, we brought out the better of each other. And Low, man, if you're watching this, man, I love a rematch down the line. One more match, VIP versus Lowrider. I'm saying it. Hell in a Cell showdown. Let's make it happen, because I think I can whoop your ass one more time. But man, Lowrider, I want to give you your flowers. For all the Latinos worldwide, you are representing them the longest way and the greatest way. Next, I want to talk about a tag team match I had to get a chance to do with Nick Ken. I'm gonna give this man his damn holy shit of flowers. Nick Ken, what kind of shit you doing, man? Like, you're supposed to have my back in that tag. That match is down like 20 because it was good, but I was scared of you. And then I lost. Where was the help? I'm trying to get up my back. But anyways, that's your flower for the day. But next up, man, I want to just talk about another great match. And that's another match I was saying PWG that I had against this man. His name, Doom. Drew McIntyre versus John Cena. Great freaking match. All the way. I think Doom want to kick my ass. I kicked his ass. Bam, bam, bam. But damn, man, that match was always going to be one of my favorites because right around 6, I mean, maybe 7. Because Doom and I would fight each other to the very end like we always do. Like two warriors going at it. And Doom with my ass, of course, but... And they might want to say thank you, man, for that match, and was hell of a match. Next match, I got to put some on PWG, and I got to put some RVS, and a lot of JTV stuff, because JTV was the place that put me there, put me on the map. So let's talk about, most of them a good match I like to think about PWG. Chelsea Green versus Maurice. It was the last PWG match. It was underground. It was the first underground match in PWG. We've never done one before. As far as my history goes back, it was 2K25. Yeah, 2K25. 25, 24 maybe. But anyways, the match was great. I thought he was Ledge as Maurice, me and Chelsea Green. We had a phenomenal match. You know, Ledge, you know, he took his eye off the ball, and I knocked his ass out with the Unprettier or the Curse Stomp. I don't remember which one, but I think it's somewhere in my archives. You'll try to see. That was like my favorite match with Ledge that me ever had. Probably the best match we had was that match, because man, that kid, he had a lot of potential to be great. and he proved that night when he tried to almost beat me. But you can't outstage me as Chelsea Green. That's like one of my best female characters I ever played as or done promos as too. And matches as besides Bailey. But I want to say thank you, man, for giving me one hell of a fucking match. Next match, I want to say probably that's on my list, and it was in RVS. It was against this guy, Infamous. I love Infamous. Great guy, great competitor, great player. We had a match in RVS called Bailey versus Zarya. It was 2K26. And what a banger it was. It was bloody. It was crazy. And it was a bloody mess. I have to say that because, one, it was a bloody banger. And I love that match. Why? Because, damn, Infamous, bro, you almost killed me, man. I don't even know I think I was going to win. But it took one rose plant implanting you one time. But it was a couple rose plants, really. But I needed just that one rose plant and beat you with it. And, man, Infamous, if you're watching this, just know, man, I love that match. That's probably one of my top favorite matches at RVS of the current time period. It was the setting back of me getting wins again. You gave me my first win back, really. My first win back in 26. So I thank you, man, forever, and always hope you're doing well in RVS. Hope you get pushed for the Women's United States title, wherever it is. But I want to say thank you for that. Next up, I want to talk about a couple matches at XGW, but I think my favorite XGW was still Eliminated Chamber, Rey Mysterio, where I beat Balla. Balla. I didn't beat Balla. I did pin him. I didn't win the chamber, but I pinned him. Balla didn't think I was going to ever beat him because we always talk about this every day. Job, man, you ain't never beat me. You ain't going to beat me. You're not on my level. What'd I do? Budokai. Rey Mysterio hit him with that 619. It was endgame, to truly speak of it. And I gotta say this, Rey Mysterio was ready for Stone Cold Steve Austin. If Balla, if you ever want to go down line, have a dark rematch or something, or a non-station match, Austin versus Rey, hit me up. Next up, I want to talk about more JTV. I still say this is probably one of my other favorites with the Shot Callers tag team match. I don't remember which one it was, whatever, man. I remember Mickey James was in the corner, and we still wound up having a great match, me and MVP. Get it right, that was a fun match. I hope if Jay's watching this, we got to have a Shot Callers reunion on JTV. One night only. Shot Callers reunion, we have to do it. Because I don't know who else is going to do it. But as I go down, we're talking about this, going down memory lane as well. I want to say thank you, man, for giving me a career. Hell of one. Now next, match in JTV I think I had was pretty good. It was the hardcore, I think it was Extreme Rules match. Falls count. I don't remember falls count, but I remember it was a lot of points. But yeah, whatever. Me, Russ. Man, I forgot the other guy, but that's okay. I forget names. I can't remember everybody's name. But that triple threat was crazy good. It was one of my first matches out of BKS that I proved that I can be the lone wolf without BKS, and I got the win. I pinned Russ's ass, put him through a damn table, and walked out the winner. Russ, you're a great competitor, man. I think you're going to be going places one day. I see you as hardcore champion next level. But yeah. Next up, before I get out this road and get up, I got two more favorites. Bunch of them, man. But I liked it. This one's from JTV, of course. one of my favorite JTV matches that I think ever, really one of my favorite ones that I wasn't really a part of, really. And I think this girl's gonna go places. It was Amber versus, I think, was Kitty for the women's title in JTV. And Amber did it. She rocked everybody. She rocked it hard like she does every damn night. She's Amber. She's Amber Rock. That's what she do. She's rocked everybody hard. Everybody gets some Amber. Everybody's gonna get rocked. Amber did a phenomenal job. I knew she was going places in JTV when I first saw her. And I love the chance to actually tag it up with her, maybe mix tag or something. Maybe get in the ring with her, maybe. But she does a phenomenal job. Thank you, Amber. You are great. You're going to continue to be great. Now, excuse me. Love this song. But now I want to talk about. I thought so many JTV stuff, so much. I gotta bring it down a little bit. I didn't get a chance to watch. I got a chance to watch really Kevin Impact's last match in JTV, and that was against Mr. Amazing. I think those two had a phenomenal match. I wish I was part of it, man. Jay should have called me up, man. Say VIP special referee. Let's do it. I would have counted 1, 2, 3. I would have given that man a hell of a referee match. But man, you did good. You and Mr. Amazing, y'all tore the house down. Again, man, that's another awesome match. Mr. Amazing, I'm not a great talent. I need to put my boots with one more time. He's a great competitor, great star. Next, I'm going to talk about one more and two more talents, and then we're going to close out the job report. Let's talk about this match. Pretty damn good. Again, John Cena versus Rey Mysterio versus Booker T. It was a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. This was my second world title, really. Or third, I don't remember. Second, yeah, most likely second. And what I did, cash every moment. It was a great triple threat, one of my favorite triple threats of all time that I had in my history of PWG. And man, I want to say, man, Shook, great. You're a great Rey Mysterio. Don't ever doubt yourself about the cruiserweights having a high fly, because you make it happen, you make it rock, you make it good. Because that's what you're good at. So I want to say, man, that was a phenomenal match. Can't really take back much of it, but that was a great match. And I think that match with me, you, Incog was phenomenal. I thought Incog was going to win his first World Heavyweight title. The history of Ife careers, Incog's never won the world title. He's never really won the big one in Ife. That's why I'm trying to push this man every time and push admins to give Incog a fair shot at the World Heavyweight title. Even RVS, they don't give this man a credit of winning the world title. They don't. So this is what I'm saying. If Gordon's listening, anybody's listening to this podcast, anybody, push Incog. Push him to the World Heavyweight title. That man deserves it more than anybody that I know. If I was a part of the RVS probably right about now, and I had the strap on me, you know what I'd do? I would put Incog over for the World Heavyweight title. That's what I would have done. Because that's what true competitors do. I would put Incog over like Color put me over years ago. Because that man deserves to be World Heavyweight champion. He's done this stuff for decades like I have. And he deserves his own flowers. If he does get his flowers for that world title soon, then I don't know what kind of booking you're doing. But book Incog. Admins, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about, because like I said, I love RVS. I think they're great. But you guys got to push Incog. You got all these other competitors. You're pushing like a DJ and a Ballers don't have plenty of title shots. It's Incog's time. Like I said, I wish I was there right now. I would talk that, man. It's like, wish I'm kind of am there, but I'm kind of not, but it's okay. But I want to say, man, we got to push these guys. You got to push them. Push this man. Tell you, you will not regret it. So now, my final match that I thought was my favorite was this one. And this was a great match. I want to say, DJ, give your flowers. Bailey versus Charlotte. We had one hell of a man. You run the best Charlottes, man. Really you are. And I want to say, man, congratulations on winning the women's title. I heard you won it. Like I said, I stay in contact with I stay in contact with RVS loops from afar, and I be checking out a lot of things. I'm checking out who wins what title, who's making it big, who's doing what. Because guys, like I said, I love this E-Fest shit. It's my heart, it's my passion. It's been my heart and passion for the longest. And I can't even say if it was not, because it is. I put E-Fest shit to my heart. That's why every time on the job where you're gonna hear me talk about different things now. I'm talking about my career. I'm talking about a couple other people's careers that I like and enjoy. So right now, I'm gonna close out. I want to put this to everybody. I am one of the greatest of all time. I'm truly am the GOAT because I've done it all in E-Feds, just about. Except for this one title that I kind of want in RVS so badly, and that is the Women's United States title. Why? Because I love the United States title. That title put my back on my career on E-Feds, especially when I was John Cena for the men's, and that belt was my favorite belt. And I want to say this. I love that title. I put respect in that title, and I would love another opportunity at a United States Championship at any E-Fed. But I want to shout out to TNA. I had a great match there too, with winning the Battle Royal for the world for the world title. Nick Kaiken, with me and you finally face off one-on-one. When we finally do, it's going to be boots to asses in your mind. I'm going to put you 1, 2, 3 and bring the belt home. That'll be my third world, fourth, fifth world title that I ever won. Any Fed. Like I said, you're dealing with the GOAT. I'm Ja the GOAT. Balla put that nickname on me years ago, and guess what? It represents who I am. I just gotta wear this black wool collar because I am the GOAT of the E-Feds. Been here for a decade. Been here 15 years now, and I've got more to come. I'm not. And the question is, everybody's asking, when is I'm going to actually retire from E-Feds? And that's all E-Feds in general. I know when I'm going to retire. When I feel like I had the greatest match of all time, and the match is going to put me on the map. That's when I feel like I might retire. I might, but who knows? I'm not ready to retire yet. I'm not going to retire yet till at least maybe about another year or two. I still got a little left room to go. But when the time for me to retire is when the time for me to retire. And I got a couple names I want to retire me. One of them is this kid named Danny. Danny, I think you're a great competitor. One day I want a one-on-one match against you. That'd be great. That's not a match I want down the line. But after all that, I think I'm done. I'm not ready to retire. So this is a long-ass job report, 30 minutes of your life, but you really can't get back. And so, man, ladies and gentlemen, everybody from RVS, PWG, JTV, TNA now, I say thank you to all you guys. XGW, thank you. You put me in the hell of career matches that I don't had. You know, I still haven't had a career match in JT and E-Feds. That's the next thing I need to have. But to RVS, I hope you guys are doing well over there. I miss a lot of the guys because right now I'm taking like a big, huge break, whatever you want to call it. And I want to say thank you, everybody there. Thank you to Gordon. Thank you to everybody that's represented me for the time I've been there. And who knows? I might just come back and whoop some more ass. But anyways, there's still some names I want to fight again in RVS. There's still matches I want. I want another match with Alex Knight. I haven't matched him in so long. Great guy, great competitor. I already Drew McIntyre there. I would like a Roman versus Drew McIntyre feud sometime. Like I said, I still got a lot more gas in the tank. And people don't get it. I got a passion for this that goes way beyond a lot of people. Some people retire and they call it quits and they move on with their life. Me, I don't retire. And I can't move on from life. I can't move on from it. Why? Because I love the EFES stuff. Doesn't matter where I'm at, I love it. That's my passion. Anyways, man, I'm out of here. Much love to y'all. Peace out. Too sweet.